We spend so much time worrying about the foods that stain our teeth. But what if the real secret to a brighter smile isn't about what you avoid, but about what you choose to add to your plate? It's true. There are delicious, everyday foods that act like nature's toothbrush, scrubbing, protecting, and even helping your teeth shine from the inside out. In the next hour, we're going on a grocery run to build the ultimate smile diet. This journey isn't about finding a magic bullet or making miracle claims. It's about discovering the power already in your pantry and the joy on your plate. We'll explore how simple, consistent food choices contribute to a healthier, more vibrant smile, especially as we navigate our lives after 60. For many of us, the quest for brighter teeth feels confusing. We're bombarded with ads for potent whitening strips, costly professional treatments, and a dizzying array of toothpastes, each promising dramatic results. While some of these have their place, they often overlook the most fundamental building block of a healthy smile, the food we eat every single day. Our teeth are living parts of our body, affected by what we consume, just like our skin, our bones, and our hearts. As we age, our enamel, the hard protective outer layer of our teeth, naturally thins a bit. This can allow the yellowish layer underneath, called dentin, to show through more clearly. Is this thinning reversible? While lost enamel cannot be regrown, its strength and surface integrity can be supported. Decades of enjoying coffee, tea, and colorful foods also lead to an accumulation of surface stains. This is a completely normal part of a life well lived, but it doesn't mean we are powerless. What if we shifted our focus from constantly fighting stains after they appear to proactively choosing foods that help prevent them from setting in and gently lift them away? That is the core idea of the Smile Diet. It's an approach centered on abundance, not restriction. It's about adding delicious, crunchy, nutrient-dense foods that work for you. If you find this approach refreshing and want more simple, evidence-based ways to live your most vibrant life, consider subscribing and clicking the notification bell. We are building a community of women who support and uplift one another on our health journeys. Let's begin our exploration in a place we all know well, the produce aisle. This is where we find our first category of smile-friendly foods, what I call nature's toothbrushes. These are the firm, crisp, fibrous fruits and vegetables that provide a gentle mechanical cleaning as you chew. Think of them as a pre-rinse for your mouth. They don't replace your toothbrush, but they play a vital supporting role in keeping your teeth feeling clean throughout the day. How does a simple piece of fruit scrub your teeth? The magic is in the friction. As you bite and chew these foods, their fibrous texture physically polishes the surfaces of your teeth. This action helps dislodge plaque, that sticky film of bacteria constantly forming before it can harden into tartar. It also sweeps away food particles left over from other parts of your meal. But the benefits go far beyond just scrubbing. Chewing these crunchy foods requires more effort than eating soft, processed foods. This increased chewing action stimulates a wonderful natural process, saliva production. Why is saliva so critical for a bright smile? Saliva is your mouth's unsung hero. This complex fluid serves as a constant natural defense system. First, it rinses away food debris and sugars that harmful bacteria feed on. Second, saliva contains essential minerals like calcium and phosphate, which help to remineralize and strengthen your tooth enamel. Third, and perhaps most importantly for staining, saliva helps neutralize acids in your mouth. Many foods and drinks are acidic, temporarily softening your enamel and making it far more vulnerable to staining. By stimulating saliva flow, you effectively dilute these acids and help your enamel reharden more quickly. As we age, some of us may experience dry mouth, perhaps as a side effect of medications. This reduction in saliva can accelerate staining and other dental issues. So, is there a way to combat this? Incorporating foods that naturally boost saliva production is an especially powerful strategy for maintaining oral health after 60. Let's start with the classic example of a natural toothbrush, the humble apple. We've all heard the saying about an apple a day, but could it really keep the dentist happy? The answer is yes in several ways. The crisp, fibrous flesh of an apple is perfect for that scrubbing action. With every bite, you are polishing the tooth surface. Think about how clean and smooth your teeth feel after you finish a really crisp apple. That's not your imagination. You've just given them a gentle, natural buffing. Apples are also high in water, which helps rinse the mouth and dilute the sugars naturally present in the fruit. But there's another, more subtle chemical process at play. Apples contain malic acid, a natural astringent that may help lift some surface stains. In fact, it's an ingredient you'll sometimes find in commercial whitening products. While eating an apple won't produce the dramatic effect of a chemical whitener, its consistent, gentle action can contribute to a brighter appearance over time. But what about the sugar and acid in the apple itself? It's a great question. The key is how you consume it. The scrubbing action and saliva stimulation from eating a whole, crisp apple largely counteract the potential negatives of its sugar and acid. The fiber slows sugar absorption, and the increased saliva washes it away and neutralizes the acid. The worst way to consume an apple for your teeth is as juice, which provides all the sugar and acid without any of the beneficial fiber or chewing. The best way is to eat it whole and raw. Choose a firm variety like a Granny Smith or Honeycrisp for maximum crunch. It makes a perfect end to a meal, acting as a natural palate cleanser and tooth scrubber. After you finish, a simple swish of plain water helps rinse away any remaining sugars, giving your saliva a head start. Next in our basket of natural toothbrushes is celery. Often overlooked, celery is a true powerhouse for oral health. Its structure is incredibly fibrous, like a bundle of water-filled strings. When you chew celery, these tough strands get between your teeth and along your gum line, acting almost like a natural, edible dental floss. They dislodge small food particles that your tongue might miss. Just like apples, the intense chewing required for a stalk of celery is a fantastic saliva stimulant. But does it offer any unique advantages? Due to its lower sugar content and high water volume, it's one of the best foods for this purpose. With a water content of nearly 95%, you're effectively rinsing your mouth with every bite. The neutral pH of celery also helps balance out more acidic foods you might have eaten during your meal. It's a wonderful, crunchy counterpoint to a rich tomato sauce or a colorful berry salad. One of the best ways to incorporate celery is to make it your go-to snack. Cut celery stalks into convenient sticks and keep them in a jar of cold water in the refrigerator. They will stay incredibly crisp and refreshing for days. You can enjoy them plain, or for an added boost, dip them in hummus or a yogurt-based dip. Pairing celery with a protein-rich dip not only makes it more satisfying, but can also add calcium and phosphorus, essential minerals for tooth strength we'll discuss soon. Enjoying a few celery sticks after lunch or while watching television in the evening is a simple habit that can make a noticeable difference in how clean your teeth feel day to day. It's a low-calorie, high-fiber choice that benefits your whole body with special perks for your smile. Let's move on to another root vegetable that packs a powerful crunch, the carrot. Raw carrots are wonderfully firm, and when chewed, they perform that same mechanical scrubbing action as apples and celery. Their dense texture requires vigorous chewing, which, as we now know, is the best natural way to get your saliva flowing. This helps wash away bacteria and prevent plaque buildup. But carrots offer a benefit that goes beyond the surface of your teeth. They are famously rich in vitamin A. While we often associate vitamin A with vision, it is also essential for maintaining healthy mucous membranes, including your gums. Strong, healthy gums are the foundation of a healthy smile. They hold your teeth firmly in place and protect the sensitive roots. Vitamin A helps keep these tissues healthy and resilient. So, by eating carrots, you are not just cleaning your teeth, but also nourishing the very structures that support them. Could there be even more? A less-known component in carrots is keratin, a type of protein that, in a different form, helps in the formation of tooth enamel. While eating carrots won't add new enamel, providing your body with these building blocks supports the long-term health and integrity of your existing enamel. For the best oral health benefits, consume carrots raw. Baby carrots make a convenient and portable snack. You can also shred raw carrots into salads for an added crunch and a pop of color. Pairing them with a healthy fat, like in a dressing made with olive oil, actually helps your body absorb the fat-soluble vitamin A more effectively. So a simple salad of greens, shredded carrots, and a light vinaigrette is not just delicious, it's a beautifully designed meal for supporting a bright and healthy smile. These natural toothbrushes are your first line of defense. They are easy to find, affordable, and simple to incorporate. The key takeaway is to embrace the crunch. Choose these foods as snacks, add them to your meals, and think of them as your daily, edible oral hygiene assistants. Now that we have explored foods that physically clean our teeth, let's journey deeper into the store to find our second category, the stain-fighting superstars. These are foods containing specific compounds that can help protect against staining and, in some cases, even gently lift existing surface stains. This is where we look beyond mechanical action and into the fascinating biochemistry of our food. Our first superstar might surprise you, the sweet, vibrant strawberry. Many people assume that because strawberries are red, they must stain teeth. It's a logical assumption, but the opposite may be true. What's their secret? It lies in the same compound we found in apples, malic acid. Strawberries are a particularly rich source of this natural astringent. Malic acid can help remove surface discoloration, acting as a very gentle natural polish. It works on extrinsic stains, the ones that sit on the outer layer of your enamel from things like coffee, tea, or food. It's important to manage our expectations here. Eating strawberries will not change the natural, underlying shade of your teeth or bleach the dentin layer like a professional whitening treatment. However, by consistently helping to clear away the daily accumulation of surface stains, it can help your teeth appear brighter, revealing their true natural color. Of course, strawberries contain sugar and are acidic. So how do we get the benefits without the drawbacks? Moderation and good habits are key. Enjoy your strawberries as part of a balanced meal or snack, and don't let them sit on your teeth for hours. Simply slicing them up and eating them fresh is perfect. The fruit's fibrous texture provides some cleaning action, and chewing stimulates saliva to help buffer the acid. A wonderful tip is to follow your strawberry snack by swishing your mouth with water. This simple act rinses away residual sugars and acid, leaving behind the beneficial effects. You can add sliced strawberries to your morning yogurt, a spinach salad, or just enjoy a bowl for dessert. It's a delicious way to fight stains. Our next stain-fighting superstar is a whole category of foods, dark, leafy greens. Think spinach, kale, and Swiss chard. At first glance, this seems counterintuitive. How could dark green foods protect against staining? They possess a unique protective quality. Some research suggests that when you chew these raw greens, they create a microscopic film or barrier over your teeth. This invisible shield can make it more difficult for staining compounds from other foods, often called chromogens, to adhere to your enamel. Imagine you're having a meal with a glass of red wine or a brightly colored curry. Eating a spinach salad beforehand could be like applying a coat of primer before you paint. It creates a less porous surface for the stains to attach to. This is a subtle but powerful preventative strategy. Beyond this protective film, leafy greens are nutritional powerhouses for oral health. They are loaded with calcium, the primary mineral that makes up our teeth and bones. As we age, ensuring an adequate supply of calcium is crucial for maintaining bone density, including the jawbone that anchors our teeth. They also contain folic acid, a B vitamin linked to supporting healthy gums and reducing inflammation in the mouth. When your gums are healthy, they frame your teeth beautifully, contributing to the overall appearance of a vibrant smile. For the best protective benefits, it's great to consume these greens raw or lightly steamed. A spinach salad at the beginning of a meal is a fantastic strategy. You can also blend kale or spinach into a smoothie. While blending reduces the scrubbing fiber, it still delivers the potent nutrients. If you're a fan of cooked greens, that's wonderful too. A simple sauté with garlic and olive oil is a much healthier choice than creamed versions. So, think of leafy greens as your smile's personal bodyguards, setting up a defense before the stain-causing culprits even arrive. Let's now move from the produce aisle to find our third superstar, the shiitake mushroom. This one is truly remarkable and not as widely known for its oral health benefits. The power of shiitake mushrooms lies in a specific compound they contain called lentinin. Lentinin is a type of sugar molecule, a polysaccharide, that has been studied for its antibacterial properties. What does this mean for your teeth? Research suggests that lentinin can target and inhibit the growth of the specific types of bacteria in our mouths responsible for forming plaque. Plaque is that sticky, colorless film we are always trying to brush and floss away. When plaque is not removed, it not only can lead to cavities and gum disease, but it also acts like a magnet for stains. It's a rough, sticky surface where pigments from food and drink can easily latch on and accumulate, leading to a dull or yellowed appearance. By helping to reduce the amount of plaque-forming bacteria, shiitake mushrooms can contribute to a cleaner, smoother tooth surface. A smoother surface is naturally more reflective of light and less likely to hold on to stains. This is a prime example of how a healthy mouth is intrinsically linked to a brighter-looking smile. It's not just about color, it's about the entire oral environment. You can find shiitake mushrooms fresh or dried in most grocery stores. They have a rich, savory, umami flavor that adds depth to many dishes. They are wonderful sautéed with other vegetables in a stir-fry, added to soups, or roasted until crispy. Even incorporating them into your diet once or twice a week can introduce these beneficial compounds into your system. When you're cooking with them, be sure to cook them thoroughly to make their nutrients more available for your body to absorb. This proactive approach, targeting the root cause of plaque, is a sophisticated way to support your smile from the inside out. We have cleaned our teeth with natural toothbrushes and protected them with stain-fighting superstars. Now it's time to build them up from within. This brings us to our third and most crucial category, the building blocks for strong enamel. Our tooth enamel is the hardest substance in the human body, a crystalline structure made primarily of minerals. While incredibly strong, it is not invincible. It can be eroded by acid, and it can't regenerate once it's gone. However, its surface can be strengthened. The surface of our enamel is in a constant state of demineralization and remineralization. When we eat acidic or sugary foods, minerals are pulled out. When we create a healthy environment in our mouth and provide our body with the right nutrients, our saliva can redeposit those minerals back into the enamel, making it stronger and more resistant. This process is vital for preventing cavities, but how does it impact brightness? Strong, dense enamel is smoother and less porous, making it less susceptible to picking up stains. It also does a better job of masking the naturally yellowish dentin layer underneath. So, feeding our enamel the building blocks it needs is a foundational strategy for a smile that is not just white, but truly healthy. The most famous of these building blocks is, without a doubt, calcium. We all know calcium is essential for strong bones, and our teeth are no exception. Calcium is the primary mineral component of both enamel and dentin. Consuming enough calcium provides the raw material your body needs for that crucial remineralization process. When your saliva is rich in calcium, it can more effectively repair the microscopic weak spots on your enamel caused by daily acid attacks. The most well-known sources of calcium are dairy products like milk, cheese, and yogurt. These foods offer a double benefit. Not only are they rich in calcium and another key mineral, phosphorus, but they also have other properties great for oral health. Cheese, for example, is particularly interesting. Studies have suggested that eating cheese can raise the pH level in our mouths, making the environment less acidic and more favorable for enamel protection. Chewing hard cheese also stimulates saliva flow. Plain yogurt, especially Greek yogurt, is another excellent choice, packed with calcium and probiotics. Probiotics are the good bacteria that can help crowd out the harmful bacteria in our mouths that lead to plaque. When choosing yogurt, always opt for the plain, unsweetened varieties, as flavored yogurts are often loaded with added sugars. But what if you don't consume dairy? Fortunately, many wonderful plant-based sources of calcium exist. Dark leafy greens, like the kale and spinach we already praised, are excellent sources. So are fortified plant milks such as almond, soy, or oat milk. Just check the label to ensure they are fortified with calcium and low in added sugar. Other great dairy-free options include canned sardines or salmon with the bones, which are softened and edible, providing a huge dose of calcium. Tofu made with calcium sulfate, almonds, and seeds like sesame and chia are also fantastic. The key is to be mindful and consistent. Aim to include a calcium-rich food in every meal. A splash of milk in your tea, a sprinkle of sesame seeds on your salad, or a side of steamed broccoli with dinner all adds up. By consistently supplying your body with calcium, you're giving your teeth the fundamental material they need to stay strong, solid, and bright. Calcium may be the star of the show, but it cannot work alone. It has a crucial partner mineral, phosphorus. Phosphorus is the second most abundant mineral in our body, with a large portion stored in our bones and teeth. How does it work with calcium? It works hand in hand with calcium to create the strong mineral crystal structure of our enamel. Your body needs a proper balance of both to effectively build and maintain bone and tooth structure. Without enough phosphorus, the calcium you consume can't be utilized properly for remineralization. Luckily, phosphorus is found in many of the same foods rich in calcium, as well as many protein-rich foods. Good sources include fish, lean meats, eggs, and nuts. For plant-based diets, lentils, beans, and whole grains are excellent ways to get the phosphorus you need. Seeds, especially pumpkin and sunflower seeds, are nutritional powerhouses packed with this mineral. A small handful of these seeds makes a wonderful crunchy snack that also provides healthy fats and fiber. This synergy between calcium and phosphorus illustrates how whole foods work together. Nature has often packaged these complementary nutrients in the same place. When you eat a piece of fish, you're not just getting protein, you're getting a perfect package of phosphorus and other minerals. When you eat a handful of almonds, you get calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, and protein. This is why a varied diet based on whole, unprocessed foods is so much more effective than trying to piece together your nutrition from isolated supplements. Think about making small swaps. Instead of a sugary granola bar, try a small handful of almonds and a piece of cheese. Instead of plain white pasta, choose a lentil-based pasta for a boost of protein and phosphorus. These simple choices, made consistently, provide your body with the balanced toolkit it needs to maintain a strong smile from the inside out. Now we have the minerals, calcium and phosphorus, but how do we ensure our body can actually absorb and use them effectively? This is where our vitamin helpers come in, specifically vitamin D and vitamin K2. Think of them as the traffic controllers for your minerals. Vitamin D is often called the sunshine vitamin because our bodies can produce it from sun exposure. Its most famous role is helping the intestines absorb calcium from our food. You can consume all the calcium in the world, but if you are deficient in vitamin D, very little of it will actually make it into your bloodstream. Without adequate vitamin D, your body can't build strong bones or remineralize your teeth effectively. Why is this especially important as we get older? As we age, our skin becomes less efficient at producing vitamin D, and we may spend more time indoors, making it even more important to get it from our diet. Fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and herring are excellent natural sources. Fortified foods are also very common, including milk, some plant-based milks, and cereals. Egg yolks and beef liver also contain small amounts. Now, once vitamin D gets the calcium into your blood, vitamin K2 takes over. Vitamin K2's job is to direct that calcium where it needs to go, your bones and teeth, and keep it out of places where it shouldn't be, like arteries. It activates proteins that help bind the calcium to your bone matrix. This partnership is crucial. Vitamin D gets the calcium through the door, and vitamin K2 shows it to its proper seat. Good food sources of vitamin K2 include natto, a fermented soybean product, certain cheeses like Gouda and Brie, egg yolks, and grass-fed butter. This intricate dance of vitamins and minerals shows how holistic our health truly is. A bright smile isn't just about what you do in front of the mirror. It's about sun exposure, a healthy gut, and a diet rich in a wide variety of nutrients. By focusing on these building blocks, you're not just working on your teeth, you are investing in the strength of your entire skeletal system. We have explored the cleaners, the protectors, and the builders. We filled our metaphorical grocery basket with apples, celery, spinach, strawberries, shiitake mushrooms, cheese, nuts, and seeds. Now comes the most important part, putting it all together. How do we translate this knowledge into delicious, easy meals? This is where we deliver on the promise of the Smile Diet. It is a joyful way of eating that weaves these smile-supporting foods into your everyday life. Let's walk through a sample day of eating to see how simple it can be. For breakfast, you might start with a bowl of plain Greek yogurt, a fantastic base of calcium and probiotics. Top it with a handful of fresh strawberries for that gentle malic acid stain-listing power, and a sprinkle of sliced almonds for extra calcium, phosphorus, and a satisfying crunch. This breakfast is not only delicious, but every single ingredient actively works to support your oral health. For a mid-morning snack, instead of reaching for a biscuit, grab a crisp apple. Eat it slowly and mindfully, knowing you are giving your teeth a gentle cleaning and stimulating that all-important saliva flow. What could lunch look like? Imagine a large, vibrant salad. Start with a bed of dark leafy greens like spinach to create that protective barrier on your teeth. Add some shredded raw carrots for their scrubbing action and vitamin A. For protein and phosphorus, add grilled chicken, a hard-boiled egg, or a handful of chickpeas. Top it with a light vinaigrette made with olive oil to help you absorb the vitamins. This meal is a symphony of textures and nutrients, all designed to make your smile healthier. In the afternoon, if you feel peckish, this is the perfect time for those celery sticks we prepared. They are hydrating, cleansing, and provide a satisfying crunch that can help you get through the afternoon slump without resorting to sugary snacks. For dinner, you could have a beautiful piece of baked salmon, providing phosphorus and essential vitamin D. Serve it alongside a generous portion of steamed broccoli, which offers calcium and a bit of fibrous texture, and perhaps some sautéed shiitake mushrooms to harness their unique plaque-fighting abilities. And for dessert, a small piece of hard cheese like cheddar or Parmesan. It's a savory, satisfying end to the meal that can help neutralize acids and provide one last boost of calcium and phosphorus before bed. This day of eating is not about deprivation. It is full of color, flavor, and variety. It is simply about making intentional choices and understanding the why behind your food. As with any health advice, it's important to address common questions and concerns. A frequent question is, what if I have sensitive teeth or difficulty chewing very hard foods? This is an excellent point. The benefits of crunchy foods come from chewing, but you should never eat anything that causes pain. There are wonderful ways to adapt. Instead of biting into a whole raw carrot, you can grate it finely and add it to salads or soups. Instead of a whole apple, you can slice it very thinly. Steaming vegetables like broccoli or carrots until they are tender crisp rather than soft still retains some texture and nutrients while making them much easier to chew. Blending leafy greens into a smoothie is another fantastic option for getting the nutrients without the need for intense chewing. Another common situation is wearing dentures, crowns, or veneers. Do these dietary tips still apply? Absolutely. While these foods won't change the color of dental work, they are profoundly important for the health of the underlying structures. A diet rich in calcium, phosphorus, and vitamins supports the health of your jawbone, which is critical for the stability of dentures and implants. It also nourishes your gums, and healthy gums are essential for preventing issues around crowns and veneers. A clean mouth with less plaque is a healthier environment for all types of dental work. The saliva stimulating and acid neutralizing effects of these foods benefit your entire oral environment, regardless of the dental restorations you may have. Finally, let's touch again on the idea of whitening. It is crucial to maintain realistic expectations. This nutritional approach is about supporting the health of your teeth and managing surface stains to reveal their natural brightness. It will not produce the same dramatic, rapid results as a chemical bleaching treatment. The effects are gradual and cumulative. Think of it less as a quick fix and more as a long-term investment in the health and beauty of your natural smile. It's about creating a smile that is not just whiter, but is a genuine reflection of a healthy, well-nourished body. This approach works in harmony with good oral hygiene, brushing twice a day, flossing daily, and visiting your dentist regularly. Food is a powerful partner, not a replacement for these essential habits. We've traveled through the grocery store, explored the science behind our food, and designed a day of eating that is both delicious and beneficial. We've learned that the path to a brighter, healthier smile is not found in a bottle of harsh chemicals, but on our dinner plates. It lies in the crispness of an apple, the deep green of spinach, the savory notes of a mushroom, and the creamy richness of yogurt. We've discovered that food can be our ally, actively working to clean, protect, and rebuild our teeth with every bite. The power to support our smile is already in our hands, in our kitchens, and in the choices we make every day. So here is your invitation. Your action for today is not to overhaul your entire diet. It's much simpler than that. The next time you go to the grocery store, choose just one food we talked about today and add it to your basket with intention. Maybe it's a bag of crisp apples to have for a snack, or a bunch of kale to blend into a smoothie. Start with one small, joyful addition. That's it. Notice how it feels. Notice the satisfying crunch, the fresh taste, and the knowledge that you are doing something wonderful for your body. This is not about perfection, it's about progress. It's about building small, sustainable habits that nourish you and bring you confidence. If this journey into the power of food has helped you, please give this video a like so others can discover it, and subscribe for more simple, uplifting ways to feel your best. Your smile is a beautiful expression of your joy, your wisdom, and your vitality. Let's give it the nourishment it deserves to shine brightly today and for all the years to come.